Okay, here we are. We're down by the border line tonight. And I'm here with...
You nicked that from me.
I'm here with The Crunch. We've got a brand new album out. It's called Brand New Brand.
Yes.
And I'm here with Mick, Dave, Ida, Terry and Sulo.
Yeah.
And how are you all today?
Good.
Fine.
Good, yeah. Apart from the frustration of the traffic and the nice crossrail right next door. It's a London down here story.
Yeah, exactly. Well, at least the borderline's still standing.
Yeah.
And you've been sort of described sort of everywhere really as a power pop band. But is that right? How would you describe yourselves?
A rock band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rock band with hooks.
Yeah. We got definite hooks.
Yeah.
That's maybe where the pop thing comes
Yeah,
from.
it's a bit of pop
popular
music.
music, or you hope.
Yeah, exactly.
But
There's no more pop than sort of Def Leppard were at one stage, but it's more concise, you know, yeah, more to the
Saying that we mean with not Def Leppard.
And tell us about the name. Where did the name The Crunch come from?
We just came up with every name we could, thousands of them, and just picked that one as the one that sort of everyone felt good about.
Yeah, that's it.
Simple as that.
That simple, yeah.
And how did the band form? 'Cause I believe there's a story behind this.
Yeah, it's a very long story. I try to make it short, but you have to help me. I made a book 3 years ago now, together with a Swedish journalist about British.
Big true.
Yeah, about British rock, musicians from the 70s and the 80s. And this journalist, he made a book in '94 about football players from the 70s. And that's why I met all those. And then we got together and released the book at the lounge in
Stockholm.
Yep.
And we played a couple of songs. That's where we started, and Terry was back behind the drums for the first time in 20 years or something.
Well, they say that, I think they're lying. I think it's really that many years, but they say it's 3 years.
And then actually Dave said, let's form a band. So you take over, Dave.
Yeah, well, we all got up and we had a kind of backing band, but we all got up and did a piece there, but we all got on so well. And I said, we've got a guitarist, a bass player, a drummer, a singer, songwriter.
Yeah.
And Sula said, I've got some demos. So I said, well, yeah, we should form a band, half jokingly, actually. And then Sula said, well, seriously.
So before you know it, we were in a studio.
Yeah.
And so we thought we was doing, I think we thought we was doing a 4-track EP, you know, 14-track album. But that's the speed at which this man writes.
That was because of the speed that he writes, but also was it because of the chemistry within the band?
Yeah, the vibe was there, it was there. There was nothing to be, we didn't have to try, you know, it was just there, it all fell into place, really the easiest thing.
And how does it conflict with your outside interests? Obviously you still got Diamond Dogs and those still got Sham 69, you've got Cockney Regis and I think you're a busy girl as well and you've got your own professional business. So how do you find the time to do The Crunch within the outside interests?
We just manage, I mean we've got, luckily we have the same European agent as the Cockney Regis, so everything can be kept nice and,
He knows what your diary is, yeah.
we just find the time, literally, it just happens. As I say with this band, nothing is forced, nothing, we don't have to try too hard to do anything, it just flows, it just happens.
Fantastic. And also you just got your second album, tonight's actually the album launch for it, Brand New Brand. And can you tell us the reason behind the album title?
Well, it's a track on the album.
I think it's a little bit of a word, joke with the game, with the brand and brand, but also the first time was recorded in sessions. I sent over probably more demos than we recorded, but we recorded like 3 or 4 songs every time. And this second album we got together on the countryside in the studio in Sweden and was like doing 1 week of recording. And
doing some gigs.
And doing some gigs insane, And that got the band more together, and I think we got ourselves our own brand. So if it's new songs, it's a brand new brand.
Yeah.
Also, we keep getting asked, is this a one-off project between you guys? And we keep saying, no, it's a permanent thing, but they wouldn't have it, so it is a brand in the sense it will carry on going.
Yeah.
Excellent, great, good to hear that too. And Ida, you're sort of a new member of the band. You're now officially a full-time member, but obviously you've helped out in the past. So was that a natural progression? Was it you just fell into place and it's like, yep, you're in the band?
Yeah, but I did some backing vocals on the first album, and I was with Crunch every time they play live, so that I just naturally fell in the band. I got the question, do you want to
Yeah.
join the band?
Yeah.
And I said,
So you was actually asked. It wasn't like,
Yes.
did you know you was a member of the band
no,
already?
I said, of course I want
She
to.
wasn't begging for days.
It wasn't like Rob Wood that she's on the paper.
And even though you're sort of, quite a few of you are known names in the punk rock circuit, but the Crunch is still quite a new band, and because you haven't toured the world as such, or even run the whole of England or whole of Europe, not everybody's had a chance to see you yet. So for people who have not seen the Crunch, what can I expect from you, from a live gig?
Something fresh, something different.
A lot of energy.
Yeah. It's just that catch that there's something that's missing from music these days. Something
Yeah.
that you don't hear on the radio. It's a lost art. You know, and this guy sort of perfects it, and you know we just bring it.
Yeah, a
just
lot of
into
people say it's kind of old school, but with a fresh new edge to it. You know, and we get great reaction. But I honestly can't think of many bands around these days that play like we do.
There's not really actually, no, you're right.
Musically and, actually.
With a bit of oomph in it, yeah. And is it all originals, or do you play some covers? Like, do you play some new respected bands?
do.
Well, the album is all original, of course.
The album's all original, but during the set we obviously do a Clash song, we do Garage Land, and obviously so we do Portugal Breakout, Dave, Bad Man from me,
right, yeah.
and we also do
Russian Roulette.
from
Which
the Lords
Terry
of
co-wrote, funnily enough.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
That's made famous on one of Lloyd's albums.
Yeah.
Terry co-wrote it with
Fantastic.
Terry.
And you shot a promotional video for it, Neon Madonna. And I believe it was at the Bridge House in the East End. And is that still an open thing? Because I thought that closed down. So
No, the original Bridge House went in about 1984.
Yeah, the original one, yeah.
So some friends of mine, like, they decided in the arse end of Canning Town to build the homage to it
Yeah.
type of thing. But it's hard work because of where it is. We can't get a lot of people to go
Yeah.
there, you know, because there's a reputation the place has got. But it's a good old club, and I think we will be opening sometime this year.
great, because I've been there before. Because we opened about 2 years ago, Bridge House 2, and obviously it's closed down again now. And yeah, it's Buffett MOT place, and it is
Yeah,
a bit awkward to get to, but
Yeah.
I can only recommend people go there. It is a great little
It's a
venue.
great atmosphere there. When it's firing, it's firing.
It's a very up and coming area.
Yeah. You can't go much further. And you actually played some gigs in Spain, and I know, like in Spain, I've been out there myself, and I'm a bit of a hard heavy rocker myself, and I know it's the Spanish, they love their 80s heavy rock. So they're big fans of the punk rock scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, very big. I mean, I've been playing over there with Rejects for many years, and it's always been a big thing, you know, from north right down to south. And when we took the Crunch over there, apparently the Diamond Dogs were very successful in Spain, so that's given it added thrust.
Yeah.
And we're currently negotiating another tour out there in October, and the word is that it's getting quite big.
Fantastic. How about you, Solo? The punk scene, was that big in Sweden back in the 70s and 80s?
The punk scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. But they're all been a bit retarded in Sweden, so it's a couple of years later and like anything else. Except for the ice hockey there. Of course it was big. And mostly from the start, I think, influenced by the British. Of course, Ramones, but the British had the biggest influence on the Swedish punk scene, of course.
Fantastic. And I saw you the other week actually at the Coco. And it's a bizarre gig actually, because the main part of the night was a film about Joe Strummer.
Yeah.
I Need a Dodge, about him trying to find a car in Spain. And you sort of the opening act that night, and he went down ever so well. But obviously you two, you worked with Joe Strummer many times over the years. And what's your memories of Joe Strummer?
Very nice guy on a personal level, but kind of difficult because he was never happy. He was always trying to make it to be the biggest band in the world, but he didn't want to be a big band. So he was always in that conundrum, and whatever he did, he could never escape that contradiction right to the end.
All right. And what about the rest of you? Do you ever see the Clash? You meet Joe Strummer along the way?
Yeah, I know Joe for a time. Yeah, we used to rehearse in the same place in Holland Park in West London, and I thought he was a lovely guy. You know, I mean, we didn't get into the political stuff. We spoke about football. We played the Clash at football. Rejects were Freshman Temple.
That's when I wasn't there.
I tell they was shit. Honestly, Mick Jones, ding dong, we don't knock these like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, we pasted them. But yeah, I like Joe. I can only speak as I find them. He was always okay with us.
And how about yourself, Dave?
But was it the Clash?
Yeah, Joe Strummer.
From Birmingham.
No, never heard of them. We bumped into them back in the days, of course, and I went and saw them even before I was in a band. I saw them with the Clash,
Yeah.
just before I joined Sherman. So.
And how does this differentiate being on stage with the Crunch with your own respective bands? What's sort of the difference in terms of energy and?
Well, the energy's still there. It's just a bit less chaotic. You know? There's no one actually doing sort of
The
star
organs
jumps
are
on stage. you
better
know?
behaved.
There's no one doing star jumps on stage and stuff. But yeah, it's just it's refreshingly different. I enjoy both.
Right.
I think we're going to see a broader appeal with this band, all different kinds of people coming along. Dwarfs, you know.
People from Bradford.
Well, the bizarre thing is though, you know, it's like any gig. There will be times where people will be seeing the Crunch for the first time, so they haven't seen your own respective bands.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
you will be playing to a new audience.
Yeah, well, that can only be a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's been great talking to you. Crunch, the album, Brand New Brand, is out now, right now. So go and get it and watch this band. They're fantastic.
Thanks so much.
All the best. Cheers.
Thank you.